Hello everyone. Um, I really hope that my voice is audible. I am quite close to the camera, and I'm really sorry if this is not going to be overly edited video. Uh, I could probably use this as a reference very much later on in my life, uh, because I lot of these extra, editing and all those features are not going to be here. I'm just recording it very raw and uploading it right away. Um, I have worked on this concept for quite a long time. I think reasonably uh, uh, basic, reasonably good level I have an understanding, and I just want to publish it and make it available to the world uh, eventually. But I just want to make sure that it is out there. Okay, I had made this, and this concept was ready long back, and I had not put it out there. Okay, so today I worked on another concept while I was writing. So I'm working on the 360 beings startup, which is all of this in one particular platform, which is making it available to people and balancing their life, 360 balance of life using Ayurveda and astrology. Okay, and along with that, I was writing a few things. I was writing a few personal things. I don't want to actually show a lot of it, but there was another concept which I made, which is the Shreyas 360-degree circle concept. But I'm going to talk about the finding a partner, and how do you find the right partner? How do you find a partner which is matching to you and to your nature, to your personality, to your likes and dislikes, to your a person who is matching your intellect, which is very important. Okay, so there was a phase in my time where, after having met people and observing people for a very long time, I wanted to really understand what is the secret sauce of finding the right and most suitable, finding the most suitable person for oneself. Okay, so I want whatever I have conceptualized, built on, whatever my concept is, I want to just share it with everyone. Okay, so I made one theory called the 10 max theory, and one more theory is called the water and stone theory. uh, and there is another, there are three parts to it. Okay, so how do you find the most suitable partner? Okay, so there are two theories and one exercise. Okay, so there are three parts. Okay, so there are three parts to this. Let me remind you, this video is not fully very planned and all that. It is a very matlab raw video. I'm going with the flow, so it's not going to be, but please stick on. Take it if you really want to understand this thing. Please stick to it. I'm sure you will get um, some understanding of it, and then you can go from there. You will definitely go forward from here. Okay, so let's go with the 10 max theory first. So assume your intellect level. Okay, what this 10 max theory is basically, finding your partner based on your intellect. Okay, based on your intellect and how sharp you are. Okay, so if a person, let me give you an example. Okay, if a person is like Einstein. Okay, if a person is like Elon Musk, okay, or if there are people who are very extraordinarily, sharp. You must have seen most of these extraordinarily strong intellect sharp people find it very difficult to have partners. You will see that, when it comes to their family and uh, close personal relationships, they tend to start there is a lot of shakiness, and there is not a lot of balance there. It's not very well matched, and you see a lot of consequences because this matching is not correct. Please read about Einstein and the relationship he had with his wife. Please read about, Elon Musk is something which is very recent to this present period of when I'm making this video. Please see how the, the movement, how the situations have been with him, and his uh, partner. Okay, the closest one of the closest relationships a person has is with his parents. Okay, but then he's born inside that, he does not choose, so he cannot even go away. Okay, but when what you choose and you bring into your life is someone like the person you love, right? And that's what this video is about. This video is about, so when he chose someone, right? But then he had to let go of that person. Then I'm talking about Elon Musk in particular. He had to let go of that person, then there was another person, then he had to let go. A lot of these imbalances are happening. Let me just come back to this theory once again. Examples are important because you have to understand that I'm talking about intellect. Okay, when a person, if you this 10 max theory, what does that theory talk about? If a person intellect is 6, this 10 max theory is a scale of, assume that you have a scale and there is a 0, okay, and there is a 10, and there is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. If a person's intellect level is 6, okay, then the balance points remaining in the scale is 4. The ideal match, okay, the ideal match of that person as a partner, in terms of a wife or a husband, is 4. If your intellect level is 6, you should, what I am saying, what my theory says is, you should marry a person whose intellect level is 4, right? Reason being that completes the 10 max theory scale. Okay, what does in real life, what does it mean? If you're too sharp, you need someone who's very mellow, so that that person, you are directing that person and that person is listening to you. Okay, a person who's very mellow, who's a little bit less sharper than you, less, he's very toned down, very, down type, when very less sharpness in the brain, very less, that intellect and all that. You need to if a person is very high with intellect, they will uh, need a partner who's more of a listener. Okay, you will direct that person, and that person will act. The person will act only if, they do not have only if they are on the mellow side. Mellow matlab thoda sa low on the intellect side. Okay, if that, okay, now what happens if you choose a partner who is same or high? Okay, what happens that time? My theory needs to explain that as well, right? Because that is also a situation. So suppose you are 6, okay, and what happens is, you are like, nay stress, I'm going to marry someone who is my mental match, because when we talk, we are so much in the same frequency, and that and this and all, it's going to be all good initially. But when my scale is only and only for long term sustainability based relationship. ठीक है, I'm not talking about those instant short term wonderful you know period of relationships. Okay, short term wonderful, it means 1 year. 1 year. Okay, 1 year is a little bit short term. Post 1 year, you start to enter into the long term, and 2 years is when you can say yes, long term. Okay, if you want to test my theory, you can test it. 1 year is short. Okay, what I mean to say is that if you get along with a person who's 6'6", same intellect level, okay, you can probably have a very nice phase of understanding and communication for maybe 1 year. Okay, post 1 year, if your relationship extends, you'll start to see what my theory is saying. Okay, so what my theory is saying, so I said, right, the maximum is 10, you are 6, the other person is 6. Okay, so what happened is 6 got filled, 4 got filled, and another 2, this much. I am saying this much, right? So you can say how do I, ठीक है, this much. Okay, so 6 and then 6, so you can say this much. Okay, you can this much, which is 2. That extra 2 that which has come outside the cell, that is going in negative direction. Okay, negative direction, what does that mean? Arguments, fights, what is that, decision based arguments, decision based fightings, and small things will lead to lot of incompatibility over a lot of things. See, the basic thing is, what happens if a person has a lot of intellect, they require the space to make own decisions, and they want to follow their own decisions, they want to guide, they want to set certain standards. See, there is a certain nature when a person has a certain level of intellect. Okay, and that is to direct, to guide, to influence, right? Now what happens is, both these people have those kind of personalities. Okay, initially they are very much in sync and in love. What happens eventually, this person wants to guide this person. This is like, you listen to me, and this person like, you listen to me, and then, okay, so you have to understand that, you have to understand the scale. I think by now you understood this scale. If I really hope you have been following it very sincerely till now, all throughout, without any skipping and all that. It's very simple. 10 max theory, 10 is the maximum. Okay, out of that, you have to find what is your intellect level. If you find it to be on the sharper side, okay, just a thing, just this is how you have to use it. Okay, if you find yourself to be on the sharper side, you have to understand this and not look for someone too sharp. That is suggestion, advice number 1. You cannot look for someone who's too sharp, because that sharpness, which is a boon in the starting, which is a pleasantry in conversations in the starting, which is a stimulation to your brain, all those conversation, when you start living with them, it starts attacking you back. They need intellect needs that space, that opportunity to influence, to set standards. You both will want to do things, both will be right. life is such a game in which there can be two things which are right. Okay. And those people will start fighting because both have analyzed it, both have understood it, both have their thought power, planning power, analysis power, decision making power, confidence. So it clashes. Find a mellow person for all those people with very sharp intellect, whether you're a boy, whether you're a girl, whatever is your preference. Nowadays you cannot even say, whoever is the other person you love as a partner should be opposite in the intellect level. Okay. And don't really try to rate yourself as 5 and try to find yourself 5 and all that. Okay. um, you could be a 5. I'm not saying you cannot be, but you know try to ask your close friends, other people, and try to get what is your score, and try to find the remaining of the 10 max theory. Try to find the remaining point for your partner. So if I'm a 6, I should find someone who's a 4. ठीक है, तो आइडियल मैच हो जाएगा. So enough of the first theory, enough of the 10 max theory. Let's go to the next, water and stone. Okay. So when I was thinking of this when I was thinking of this 10 max theory, that time only this um, concept of water and stone theory came into place. So the theory is very simple. Okay. If a person, the sharper the intellect, the more the person is like a stone. Okay. And the lower the intellect, the more that person is similar to water. Okay. So what I let's come back to the scale. So if you are maybe 0, then you are completely liquid. Okay. If you are fully 10 means the sharpest intellect, then you are fully stone, fully solid. Okay. Now let's take a glass of water. Okay. Let's take a glass of water. Now put some water into it first. Okay. And put one stone into it. In life, okay, in life it is important that the that the that the partners, okay, the husband and wife, they should be in one place, they should be together, right? At one point they should be together. Okay. And that can happen correctly, completely, ideally, nicely, only if there is a balance in intellect. Okay. So if a person is like a stone, okay, let us give one person who is 6, okay, and put them, okay, in the glass. This is the glass. Put the person in the glass. Okay. So put the person in the glass. So this person is 6. Okay. And the water, no, that person is, which is the wife, this is the husband, and the water inside this glass is 4. Okay. So in this space of relationship, both are coexisting in the same space, right? The coexistence is possible because they both are matching. What is the main purpose of relationships? What is the main, okay, a lot of marriages happen, a lot of this happen, but what ultimately happens, both the husband and the wife, they have a common space of living, operating, functioning, enjoying, right? They both are in always in the situation, very the one of the most basic thing is they're in the same place, they're in the house, right? There are many examples when people don't marry but they're in the same space and they have lived forever, and that is called a very sacred, very superb relationship, right? So it's not marriage and all that, it's that space in which both are coexisting. So for that space has been, the metaphor here is the similarity. Just try to understand the correlation I'm trying to make. That common space of coexistence is this glass, okay, and that husband is this object, not an object. That husband is represented by this, okay, and this water is the partner, okay. If the water, if this is also solid, and assume the wife is also very solid, and that means very sharp of intellect, both, there is no they're not able to coexist in the same place, right? This is seeming like, this is different, that is different, right? Now if water is there in this glass, okay, it and this cap is there, they're able to so perfectly harmonize, and the water so nicely is around surrounding this cap of water, okay. Now if the water starts to solidify it, and if water is completely hard, it pushes out this cap, right? So the what that is the they don't see. The thing is that you need to coexist in the same place, both the water and the other object needs to be there, okay. So that is the concept. Okay, water and the other concept, other that is the concept. So that you I think you might have understood, right? That you need to find a partner who is little bit intellectually opposite of yours. Again, that is the moral of the story. Now the third thing is very very different from the first two stories, and I would like to thank God that I was given a chance to under experience this, understand this, and you know go through it and experience it and live it and make a decision using it. So what happened is, this is a bit personal. I was using it uh, to find to find a suitable person for myself. So this is all about using astrology, using horoscope, using zodiac signs, okay. And I know a lot of people are against this, they don't believe it, but it is very very true, okay. I have tested it out, I have tried to analyze and assess people of certain zodiacs. I have seen similarities uh, in a series of people who have same zodiac signs, similar traits, having similar kind of emotional reactions, having similar kind of likings, having similar kind of emotional responses, and lots of things are there. I don't want to make it, I don't want to just keep saying what are the observation, but it is very very true. And I really want you to test, understand before you tell that I don't believe in it. People have this tendency nowadays, which is so kind of weird. Generally you dislike something or like something after you have understood it, experienced it, tasted it, read it, and so on. But nowadays some people are like, yeah, I don't like it, I don't believe it, I don't, bro, why don't you believe it? Why did you do some research to understand that, it's not true? Some, there should be some theory, right? That ki kyun you want to reject it, kyun you don't believe it. Okay, these, there are certain group of people, this is sort of like a cool thing right now to do. Okay, that, this is just because it has a very Indian, ancient Indian background. uh, there are certain group of people who are not deep into astrological science. They say that, I don't believe all this. Arey bhai, did you read anything? There is huge research done by Vedic, researchers even today, who read whatever has been described in astrology and astrological sciences. It's astrology is not just something, it's a science, it's an entire science. There is actually calculations, movements, which is tracking all the planets, and trying to understand what influence it has, what duration of influence a certain planet has, which planet has more influence, less influence. There are huge number of things here to understand. Okay, okay, so basically what I did is, it's very simple. Let me just come to it. I went to a website called prokerala.com. Okay, and then there is a option there. I went to huge number of websites. Prokerala.com is the one website which I used to understand which partner is suitable for me or not. Okay, so it's very simple, very clear, and the output which comes, okay, there is a matching done. Okay, and the output which comes is very, very much self-explanatory. And if you use this method, and if you see the output, and if you read the output, and all the divisions, and all the there is a chart. They say in Hindi, they say 36 gun, 36 points. Okay, and in these 36 things के गुण मिलन करना. ठीक है, so there are 36, there is a total of 36 points, and two potential matches are compared. Okay, and this comparison is given a certain number out of 36, and which through which a person can get to know, whoever is the reviewer, whether this match is correct or not. And there are like 4 points, 5 points, 8 points, 6 points. There are like divisions. Okay, and a very good explanation. Out of 4 how much you got, out of 6 how much you got, out of 8 how much you got, 0, 1. So total it will become 18 or 20 or 20, 25. Okay, so I use this. It's okay. So now let's come back in Pro Kerala to find the correct matching. You have to do kundli matching. Okay, kundli matching. Yeah, you have to press on kundli matching, and then you have to put the name, date of birth, time of birth, location of birth. Okay, so they will compare your date of birth, time of birth, location with the other person. Okay, and they will find what is your nakshatra, and they'll find lot of things. Okay, using that they will find the position, and they'll find a lot of things. They'll calculate a lot of things. There are people, if you see, okay, using name, date, location, time, your horoscope will come, which represents your nature. Okay, so using astrological sciences, there is a science which tells whether this match is correct or not using things like gunas. There is one guna which tells a person of which differentiates something like whether you are a devta, human, and rakshas. There are three divisions also. They these things are also covered in that. So one simple thing I'll tell you, which is very interesting. It is said that a person who is a devta should not marry a person who is from rakshas guna. I am really not sure why they do that. Okay, and but it is said like that. And using this matching, you can find out pro Kerala horoscope matching, and you have to select North Indian style of chart making. And once you put some random entry of the other partner, and you can check, they will show what you are and what the other person is also. Okay, that very nicely. This is a very very good website, very very nice. Okay, so you will get to know whether what is your guna and what is the other person guna, and so many things. See, basically what we think is that we think at a very low level. Okay, that all that matters is our compatibility, our how the other person is responding to me when I speak to them, when I interact with them, what is the person's reaction and to me. But we don't calculate that we are energetic beings also. If your energy is in a certain way, okay, I'm talking about uh, uh, nadi now. Okay, there is like ida, pingla, and shushumna. Some people are like, I am a pingla uh, mm, an energy person. Okay, that means my masculine energy is on the higher side. Okay, every person has masculine and feminine both. Okay, there could be a boy who has feminine energy, that is ida energy more. Okay, and there could be a guy which has pingala energy more. Okay, there could be a girl which has pingala energy more. Okay, and you would see, if a girl has higher pingala energy, she would be more boyish in nature, she would be more confident, aggressive, more risk taking. These qualities come from energy. Now if you are pingala energy, if you marry the other person with pingala energy, they say in that, as per the output there, it starts impacting your child. The direct impact will go to child also when you both are in the same space. Okay, your pingla, other person is also pingla, there is natural deflection, there is natural, you know what do you say, repulsion, just like north pole and north pole of a magnet. Okay, you understand, right? Like does not, I mean, like energies does not like energy. Okay, come, I'm trying to again re-emphasize this point to you. You will definitely have superb and very deep and very, you know amazing conversations. Okay, I'll tell you one of my stories. I really didn't want to share this out. I understand if it will do some good to people who are choosing their future partner, or who want to do or want to choose the right person for themselves. If it does some good, fine. um, I happened to find this person uh, through through matrimony, when I was trying to find a person for myself, partner for myself. And we got connected, and it was showing very high score. The scoring was very high, and the same scoring was very high. And we started talking, and uh, I found out that that person is so matching to the to whatever I am trying to, whatever I'm trying to um, think, my the way of expressions, if my thought process, my likings, dislikings, my preferences, my perspectives, the way my spiritual inclinations, everything was superbly matching. It was like the female version of myself. Okay, it was like just a replica, but that person is a female person. I was so happy, and I was like, my goodness, this is so amazing. And within just a span of days, the closeness was like years of friendship. That was the amount of uh, you know uh, the similar, the matching, the mental matching was so amazing. I, out of curiosity, just to, when things were just converting to, okay, for marriage and all this, I just went back to check the what each, the point, okay, the pointings, each, that out of 36, right, each there are divisions, right? So there is one division called nadi. In the nadi, there is 8 points. In 8 point, you will not get 0 1 2 3, you will get 8 or you will get 0. Okay, so it is like that. So we got 0 in that. Why we got 0 in that? I am pingla nadi, and hers is also pingla nadi. Okay, that means I am also masculine energy, she's also masculine energy. If there is a nadi dosh, okay, then as per Hindu Vedic sciences, you should never marry the other person, because it will definitely impact the couple. If the other person is positively charged, the if those people stay together also, if two similarly pingala charged people stay together also, they might cause there is a chance of certain diseases also to come up. Okay, because you are understanding, right, that this energy is overloading in both of you. This overload will exhibit or express in certain ways in whoever is little weaker amongst both of you, or it will exhibit in both the people also. This is truly important to understand that energy matters. And out of all the theories which I'm talking about, this is not my theory. This is not this astrology thing is completely related to astrology, and is the most powerful way to select a person. The first two theories, okay, little funny thing, the first two theories you can little bit disregard it, कि नहीं, छोड़ो छोड़ो छोड़ो, ठीक है. If you are successfully selecting a person through this third astrology thing, okay, and using that same pro Kerala kundli matching, put your birth details, put their birth details, see the output. Once you put press enter, next page the result comes. Okay, so if those are correct, okay, based on that, if you go ahead, that is also more than enough. That's also more than enough. Okay, to select the other person. And this is what I want to say. Okay, that you know most of the people, it is very sad to see that a lot of people are making choices by themselves. They don't understand what is going wrong. And yes, lot of other things are also happening nowadays. Loyalty in today's time, and time is 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 not what it used to be before. Okay. uh, Things are different. Upon that, all these, see, already eh, the environment is difficult. If you even after that, if you make stupidly wrong choices, like if you select someone with the wrong uh, nadi, wrong mental scale and all that, then you will definitely wind up in problem, right? There are so many people and children nowadays whom we are seeing. I don't want to say it, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right? There are so many people who are being raised alone by single partners. Okay. And so much is happening nowadays. What used to be a shame was, shame from society. People are not bothering about society, and people are, stuck on because of children now. uh, they barely care. There is a lot of changes. So uh, so um, so I just want to say that um, you have to find the right person. Okay. And use the astrology method. It is very good. It covers everything. Okay. And it covers every single that, even the intellect scale and all those compatibility, everything is checked. The other person, if you go through astrology and if you see, the other person will naturally be very much suitable. Okay. And then you might not know that your body is divided into three types: vata, pit, and kaph. Vata means air, pit means acidic type, and kaph means um, mucus. People with vata are skinny, people with pitta are medium. Okay. And people with kaph, mucus dominant bodies, are more on the fatter side. Okay. Okay. So there is a lot that we in general, the general people, are not aware. Then there is body biological compatibility as well. I told you, right? Vata, pitta, kapha. Vata means a person who is the sleek tender people, they are vata dominant bodies. People who are pitta means they will have a yellowish hue to their skin. They have very strong digestion. They are neither thin not fat. They'll be in the middle. They'll always be in the middle. Okay. Those people who are thin, they will always be thin because they are vata dominant bodies. Whatever you feed them, how much ever you feed them, the people who are thin usually tend to be always thin. Okay. And the kapha bodies, they are they would be a little bit shorter. Okay. Usually in general, they can be tall also, because nowadays, now it also comes in a mixed double pattern. Vata, pitta, and kapha and vata kapha. There are certain combination. These are ayurvedic body this one, body types, ayurvedic body types. Okay. So there needs to be compatibility there also. Okay. If a person is vata and other person is also vata, I'm not sure whether, though that is biologically good. Okay. Because remember, 99% of the people want to have kids. They want to have healthy kids. They want to have the biologically healthy kids. And I pray that everyone has something like that, biologically healthy. So there are a lot of things which we still, like I told about 2 3 things, right? I told you about nadi, which is masculine feminine energy. I told you about body compositions, vata pitta, and then there is energy compatibility, body biological body compatibility, right? Intellect compatibility, I told you. These are things which the human mind was able to discover and reveal to you. There are thousands more things which we are not aware about. Okay, I just told you three things which mostly you were not aware about, just three things, right? And there are thousands of other things which need to come into sync, okay, for those two people to live a 60, 70 years of living together. Okay, you have to understand this. Let me repeat it again. You, when you select a person, you have to live there with that person for 60, 70, maybe 100 years. I wish everyone who sees this video gets to live with their partners for 100 years. Okay, and I know it's been a long video. I really hope I was interesting. Okay, um, um, it's a very raw video. I put everything, a lot of things in this video, in as it came to me. Okay, so please forgive me. I know it's not very sequential, in sync, but I want you to understand that even giving you bits and pieces, there is going to be few group of people who are going to take this and then go forward. Whatever I have given you are just bits and pieces. These are not complete without you working on it. Okay, you have to take these things and then play around with it, use it. Okay, and then you will be able to understand it, and then you will be able to use it. I mean, you will be able to benefit from it, is what I want to say. Okay, so astrological kundali compatibility is required, which is most required, which is most essential for a person to check before finding their partner. Okay, do this for yourself and find the correct partner, because it matters a lot. And there are a lot of things that we are not aware about, that gets covered in when you find a when you find a correct kundali matched person. When you find a kundali matched person, they say that हाँ ये दोनों match कर रहे हैं. Okay, in 36 I'll tell you what score is good. Okay, ideally, okay, you should find some. It is very, very difficult, trust me. It is very, very difficult, very difficult to find a person who comes in this range. You should find a person who is at least 28 matching out of 36. If you find a person above 30, that is very good. That's the I would salute. Okay, if you find a person who's 30 matching out of 36, 31, 32, 33, this thing. And let me reveal you one more thing. If the person whom I had spoken about in this video, who was very similar to me, if their ida was, if their nadi was ida instead of pingla, that person would be 36 out of 36 matching with me. The only place where we got 0 was in nadi. Everything else was completely full. Okay, and 36 out of 36, no one will get, never. The only couple who got 36 out of 36 is Lord Rama and Bhagwan Sita Maya. and only they got 36 out of 36, the divine couple. Okay, and no one gets 36. Okay, 35, 34 is also one in a billion, one in a billion chance, I can say. Getting 31, 32 is, you have done some kind of punya in your previous life, you will get. Getting 28, 29 is, under, people get that much. It is very rare, but it's, people get it, you know it's very much, you would have, people get that much. Okay, there is a certain group of Brahmins who don't marry until and unless, I know that group. I cannot reveal that group's community's name and such things. There's a group of Brahmins who marry only if the scoring is 30 or 30 and above. 30, 31, 32, they will marry only if it is matching. And that's a very good thing, that's a very good practice of that community. And that community has never seen, from ages, from generations to generations, that community till now, I am in touch with that community. Till now, that community has never seen any kind of divorce, problems with offsprings, and their offsprings are all multi-talented, very high intellect level, very nice, very nice, all those exemplary children, people who are like toppers, all rounders in all kind of things. Those kind of children, they are very, very nice children to their parent. So very good, those things are. uh, I know it's been, I cannot believe it's almost, I can see the time, I'm I cannot believe I just spoke for almost an hour. It's 52.05 minutes, 05 seconds. So um, I wish someone sees this video completely, and I'm just sharing this as an extra. Okay, I shared this knowledge to one of my very, 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 very close friend, and she was finding it very, I explained her, she was very finding it very difficult. She was losing a lot of very nice matches. And when I explained her that, see, life, you cannot take risk with life. You cannot be, this is not something where you don't know the other person exactly. Okay, you can never know. Okay, but through this method you can. Through this method you can understand what that person is, what is their nature. And every person, when they are talking to you, when they're new or in that first year, they are going to pretend to be nice, they're going to pretend to be patient, and a lot of those things. It's, see, I spoke to her, and I made her understand this. She was almost on the verge of giving up, and then I had more deeper explanation of this concept. I shared that deeper, ki matlab, this is like that, this is like that, are you able to understand? And then I try, and then she was, finding it still difficult. Then I gave her that, okay, do one thing, using this horoscope, you test whether what they are saying about you is true or not. Okay, so I told her, use this kundli matching to find your partner. A lot of good partners were not matching with her, and she was like, no, no. Then I told, see, you have to understand, this is about complete life. Okay, this is about complete life. This is not just about some period of time. You have to wait for the best suitable person for yourself. Okay, you cannot this person is good, he's talking nicely, we are so much in sync because of 1 or 2 hours call, 5 hours call, 5 days, 1 month, there is so much of connection between us. In 1 month you're getting, what will you see? You can never understand a person if based on how they're speaking to you, based on 1 month, 2 month, 1 year or something. There are people who have been in relationships for 4 years, and then during the time of marriage they just went separately. So you cannot really tell that you know the person. Okay, you cannot really tell that, but there are certain fundamental qualities of a person that can be described using um, astrology. You need to use astrology to understand yourself, to understand that person, and the compatibility. Okay, so this is the trick. This is the main juice of finding the partner. Another extra knowledge, because you have sticked for so long, so I need to give you some movie type extra bits of cookies, because you guys stayed for so long. They generally say that the girl child is going to be very similar to her mother. If you want to understand what your partner, who's a girl, okay, is going to be like, you have to observe the person's mother, and it is not going to be 100% same, because come on, it's not going to be 100% same, because the person, what is the um, knowledge of the parents, knowledge of the era, of the decade during which the person was born, who were the people around, also matter. Okay, but you will be shocked that genetics, DNA, bloodline matters. That also has a huge influence. Okay, so if you want to understand what is basically fundamentally very core, at the core level, Toyota is Toyota, Hyundai is Hyundai, Mahindra is Mahindra, Maruti is Maruti, right? At the very core, the engine and the design language, you understand, right, that engines are a progression. So using that same fundamental, um, if you see the person's mother, you will have that is how the daughter is going to be. Okay, if not at that moment, in later on stages, right, she will become almost very similar to how her mother is in terms of personality, decision making, and those things. Okay, so outside they might look that it's very different, but inside the core values, the don't look go on the appearances. Okay, the don't go on appearances, go on values and decisions and choices. Judge, those things will be similar. Okay, values, decisions, what decisions they are making at a certain, for a certain situation, and what are their choices. Okay, that they, what do they choose to do, those will match very highly with the mother. With the father, also this similarity comes with the, for boys as well. You will find that the person, that the boy will be very closely similar to the father, and hoping that the father is present totally in the family and such things, and then you will be able to guess. Okay, but again, I just want to conclude this video by saying that the first thing that you need to see is the horoscope. Second thing, go for the intellect. Third thing, go for just see the family, how they are, you know how the family is. Just go and check whether how the family is. The family, what you're bringing something from that family, right? So what you're getting is a piece of that family. So you have to see what you, if you want to understand what you're getting, you have to see what is the source, that family, what, how they are. That is what is going to be in your house also. That is what is going to, how your house is going to be is like that only. Okay. And then you can change it for sure, but that's what you're getting. So I talked about horoscope, I talked about intellect, I talk about parents and family. There's something coming in my mind. I'm just skipping. uh, yes, talk to the person and check whether you guys are in sync or not. You have to talk to that person at least for some time and see whether your values match or not. Even after matching in horoscope, you have to check that whether you guys are matching in, that connect is happening or not when you guys speak, both of you. And then lastly, just check for one more thing, that if you guys have attraction towards each other, there needs to be some kind of, you should be attracted to the other person physically, and the other person should be attracted to you back. That also is good. That's a very good thing to have. Okay. If it's not there, that's also fine, you can just leave it off. But if it's there, it's a good thing, it's a plus, it's like a cherry on top of the cake. Okay, so these things are there. I'm sorry, I have to repeat this once again. I'm a bit of a teacher type person, and I don't want you to miss out on anything. First thing is astrology. Second thing is intellect scale. Use both the theories, the max 10 and water stone water theory. Use the sorry then the third thing is uh, the parents. Okay, you what you have is a fruit. You need to check how the tree is, or what is the tree. Is it a mango? Is it a neem? Is it, check what the, how the source is, how the parents are, how the family culture is, and all those things. That's the third thing. Fourth thing is, try to speak to that person and see if, how is it, how you both are gelling without that physicality coming, physical appearance coming into the picture. Okay, the phone conversations and all those things. Lastly, check if you guys are having a very good physical uh, attraction towards each other. So these 5 things. And thank you, if you have really stayed for such a long time, you have done a great thing. It's very difficult to watch a raw person speaking for so long and all that. But if even if you have watched it in parts, it's a very good thing. And thank you so much. I wish the very best of things come in your way. May you find peace, happiness, a very good partner, and may a lot of love and warmth and a lot of good vibes come to you, and be very very happy and blissful in life. A lot of good energy towards you. Okay,